Hello everyone, it's Degraft here and this is Newsround live on CBBC. I've got loads coming up for you over the next few minutes, including we find out about a giant Easter egg arts project. We take a look at some of your snowy pics.
Now fish are slightly different. Instead of like going, all they can do is just go, like forever, just breathe in.
And together we figure out what on earth is going on with fish and why they breathe like that. But first up this morning, this one's for my dog lovers and those of us who might be a little bit scared. Now, one of the world's biggest dog shows begins today. Thousands of dogs and their owners will be battling it out at this year's cross competition, including 11-year-old Maisie and her pet pooch, Dennis. However, her story is a little bit unusual because up until 2020, Maisie was terrified of dogs. Here's more.
Meet 11-year-old Maisie and her fluffy friend, Dennis.
Good lad.
They look like the best of pals now, but this friendship would have been unlikely just a couple years ago. Until she met Dennis, Maisie was terrified of dogs.
Just the look of them made me more scared of them. We're gonna go from here.
But after moving in with her grandmother and her 8 dogs during lockdown, Maisie had to face her fear.
Very pleased. I don't have to be stressed about going anywhere if there's a dog there.
The amazing transformation means she's now gearing up to compete with Dennis at the world's biggest dog show. The pair will be taking part in dog agility at Crufts, where Maisie will lead Dennis through a series of apparatus and obstacles. They will be competing against the best in the world, but that won't faze them as long as they've got each other.
He means a lot to me. He makes me happy.
Good luck, guys!
Good luck indeed. Now, we've got all the lowdown on the cross competition over on the Newsround website. And while you're there today, we are asking what you've got planned for British Science Week. It starts on Monday and there'll be loads of different activities to help you learn about and celebrate all things science. Let us know if you've got anything special happening in the comments. Now, with Easter fast approaching, school children across Liverpool have been taking part in the Ukrainian tradition of egg decorating by coming up with their very own designs. It's all part of a big art project, which will see the drawings turned into 6 giant Easter eggs and will go on display in the city centre in the next few weeks. Called pisanki, these eggs are an important part of Ukrainian culture around Easter. They're traditionally hand-decorated using beeswax and colourful dyes. Now it's time for one of your big questions. And this week, a few of you are asking the question, how do fish breathe underwater? Well, Jules Howard from the Natural History Museum has this one. Take it away, Jules.
Okay, to answer that question, first of all, let's have a nice little breath in. So we'll breathe in, and then we'll breathe out. We do that every single day of our lives. We kind of do it without thinking. We're bringing air in from our planet's atmosphere, bringing it into our lungs where there's loads of fine tissues that pull the oxygen from out of the air and send it travelling around our body and our bloodstream. Now fish are slightly different. Instead of like going, all they can do is just go, like forever, just breathe in. They breathe that water in through their mouth and flush it out through these gills, these sort of exit slits, if you like, at the back of their throat. The water comes in full of oxygen, it travels through the gills where there's fine tissues that pull the oxygen out of the water and then travels outwards. So genuinely fish, they're just constantly using their mouth to sort of suck the water in through their face. Some fish use sort of gill flaps, so in other words their cheeks are kind of wide and they can use those cheeks to flush water extra fast through the gills to get added oxygen. But a lot of fish can't do that. A great example, of course, is the great white shark, which has to swim forwards for its whole life. It has to have water going in through its mouth to oxygenate its body, else it's game over. Game over for the shark, but for the little fish the shark is chasing, well, I guess they get to breathe a bit more easily.
And this is why I love the big questions. You learn all this new stuff that you never really knew before. Now, here's a story that had a lot of us talking here in the Newsround office this morning. The world's biggest award ceremony, the Oscars, takes place in Los Angeles in the USA this Sunday. Officially called the Academy Awards, busy preparations are underway for the 95th Oscars, which will celebrate the best films from the last 12 months in a star-studded event. But there's one thing they're doing a little differently this year. There's no red carpet. Instead, organisers are rolling out this. They're calling it champagne-coloured, but come on, guys, let's be real. This carpet is beige. Like, I'm not going to lie, I think it's a serious downgrade from the red. Well, we'll be keeping you up to date with everything you need to know about Hollywood's biggest awards when they happen. For now, you can head over to the Newsround website to find out what you need to know. Well, there's been lots of snow right across the UK this week. It's all because of a blast of Arctic air, which has brought the lowest March temperatures the UK has seen since 2010. Now, this has led to travel disruptions in some places, and some schools have also been closed. And loads of you have been getting in touch about this over on the Newsround website. So let's head over to our first comment. We're going to go with Flo, who says it snowed so much today at school. Dog Lover told us, my school hasn't closed, but it's been snowing all day and it's just starting to settle. We've also got RSTVD, who had snow in their area, told us snow fell where I live, but we also have had a day of rain, so it didn't last. And cool-looking artists got a real snowy treat. They said it's snowing right now, and there's so much snow in my back garden. Well, thank you so much for all of your comments, guys. And if, like me, you woke up a little bit disappointed this morning when you opened your curtains to see no snow whatsoever, don't worry, I've got your back, because I'm going to leave you with our own little Newsround flurry of snow pics to give you that magical frosty feeling. That is your Newsround update for today. Remember, there's loads more top stories for you online, from a baby badger to some brainy bees and even a bike challenge. I'll be back tomorrow morning to take you to the weekend. Keep warm and stay safe. Bye, guys.